Afrofish OG. What is going on, everyone? It is Taylor back again on Afro and the Scorp. Unfortunately, Scorp is not here at the moment, probably because this was I forgot to tell him. So, but I got Andrew Dominate back again. So I'm stoked. I know we talked about doing these kind of tier lists or whatever. So, but honestly, with you playing Super Mario 64, it just made sense to actually just fuck it, start off with it.
For sure.
So, I mean, you've played this longer. It's for me, I had to kind of go back and look online a little bit to get that refresher again on some of these, because some of these I don't fully remember.
Okay.
Like I know I said before, like Tall Mountain was one. The was it Tiny Huge World was another one that just doesn't like rest about. Maybe because I just skipped those as much as possible, but I don't remember. But I don't know about you, but I'm ready to just jump right into this.
Yeah, me too, man. Let's just go in the order that they're on the list.
It sounds good. It looks like they're all kind of all over the place a little bit.
For sure.
So the first one we got here is this is Bob-omb Battlefield.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but this was the introduction to open world, to just the world in general. This was like the first real sandbox 3D level that people experienced. This is an automatic S for me, if you ask me. But it's a perfect introduction to the game, if you ask me. But
no, I think you're absolutely correct. The thing about like Bob-omb Battlefield is that it to me it kicks off so well from the music. Like it has such a cheery atmosphere.
Yeah.
Although the chain chomps scare the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. They're just so unlike. Especially in the early Mario games.
Yeah, it's Super Mario World. They were small. They were like the size of Mario, but in this, it took a Mega Mushroom or something, and it's just giant, so it catches you off guard a bit.
And they've never changed that since.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they've always been big now.
They've always had. Yeah, I'd say the only knack with this one, and this includes its stars and stuff too, that I remember, is it's the one with the wing cap.
Right.
Like I hate that one. Like I do. I've always hated that one.
Which part? Like the fact that it's the first level and it's already requiring you to get ahead in the game to even get that star, or it's just difficult?
Kind of a little bit of both. Like the when you just use the cannon, so I would do it. I would want to complete them without getting the wing cap. So I would shoot, shoot through, hit two of them, fall down, run all the way back. Like at this point, the bombs are like, "Yo, is this guy okay?"
And what is he even doing?
Yeah, just like, oh, he just flies out of his cannon, hits his head, and then just runs back. Like I don't know what to do here.
Right.
Also, it also allowed you to get the turtle shell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about though, is this course is like a sandbox, like tutorial to the entire game, like the introduction to the wing cap. Like that level is specifically to teach you how to use the wing cap when eventually you do unlock it. Well, I guess the unlocking level, but point is, even like the turtle shell, which appears in like almost every level, like hidden, like it teaches you how to use that, and yeah, it's perfect.
It is perfect. Like
I don't think it's the best level, but it's a really good introduction to the game.
No, it is. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, like you said too, I would probably put this down in one of the greatest levels of all time. Like
for sure.
Especially just opening levels, all that. So that moves on to the second one, which is, I believe, sorry, this is really small for everyone else too. Like I don't know how to crop this or anything like that. I believe this is Thwomp's Fortress.
This is Tall Mountain.
Oh, this is Tall Mountain? Oh, okay, Thwomp's over here.
Yeah.
Tall Mountain. Like I said, I just don't remember this one.
I am extremely biased on this one. I would put it into S, but it's probably not going to go there because it's my favorite level. But just to give you bit of a refresher. It's the one where you have to crawl up or like scale the mountain every single star, pretty much.
Mhm.
It has the red coins that are in like the maze on like the wall.
Mm.
You have to like it's a vertical maze instead of like just a normal maze. It has 2 monkeys. The monkeys are cute. One steals your hat and one gives you a star, so not bad. Two different personalities.
One's an asshole for like no reason.
Exactly. He'll like because the first monkey will like walk up to you and be like, "Yeah, grab me." He's super easy to grab, and then once he gets your hat, he's like super difficult to grab again. He's like maneuvering like a jackass. But yeah, and then there's a secret slide. You know, it's more difficult than Peach's slide down here, but yeah, to be honest, I don't know why I like it so much. It's probably like a B, to be honest with you, but I would put it in S.
I think I would probably put it in B just because I know myself and I'm just like thinking about it more and I'm like, this is fine. Yeah, I would say it's yeah, I would never say these levels are bad, like except for one. But I would never say the levels
like
are
one on here.
Yeah, but I'll put it a solid B tier, like a B
All right,
plus.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Jolly Rogers Bay?
That is Jolly Roger Bay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, my brain gets them mixed with fucking Banjo Kazooie. So I'll get like them.
Which
yeah.
level?
So, like
which level?
Eddie, I don't know why, but like my brain will be like, oh, I think this is Jolly. No, I think that's from Banjo Kazooie. No, it's not from Banjo. And so I sit there and just fight with myself all the time. And it's just it annoys the shit out of me. But I will say, here's my thing. I don't think Jolly Rogers Bay is actually that good.
I would agree with that. The best memories I have with it as a child is it just scared the fucking shit out of me.
Oh, the fucking eel?
Because the eel and just the drowning animation. Like for some reason, I was so terrified of letting Mario drown because like the drowning animation just was so disturbing to me. Which I don't know why, because I was playing like Resident Evil at the age of like 6, and I was playing this at the age of 6. But for some reason, that specifically, just seeing Mario suffocate and just like, and then give up and then just fall like all limp, I'm like, fuck! I don't like seeing that at all.
It's kind of
so I
like
literally
Sonic.
get terrified.
Like the old Sonic ones where you hear like the music, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
But like that was more anxiety wrenching. This was genuine terror to me, seeing Mario drown. Because I was like a simp for Mario, just seeing him die like that. I was like him getting smushed like a cartoon. Him getting smushed like a cartoon was like totally fine, but watching him like die realistically was just always disturbing to me. But yeah, and the eel was definitely terrifying. What's up, Mr. Peach? But yeah, I just don't like water levels in Mario. Like they can be fine, but they are my least favorite type of levels to play on Mario.
I'd agree.
Especially the 3D games, because when you master like Mario's controls, you can zoom through a level really fast. But when you're swimming underwater, it slows down the game for me so much. You know what I mean? Like there's no wall jumping, there's no running, there's no triple jumps. It's just mashing the A button for at least a minute straight to get you to your destination. It's just like, fuck. What am I playing? Pokemon? Fucking what am I don't know. It's like mashing one button the entire game. But yeah, I would probably put it, I don't know about you, but probably a B.
I would actually probably put it in C. It's the only redeeming quality for that level is the music is so like soothing that shit will put my ass to sleep.
Fair enough. Yeah, but weird thing, that is one of the things that also terrified me as a kid was the music. I think it was just because it was so like unsettling with the giant eel and Mario drowning, and it was just like beautiful music playing the entire time.
Well, and I love how like the eel is just there, and you're like, bro, like I'm gonna have to move that eel. I'm gonna have to move that eel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
The level literally says in the pirate ship.
We'll put up in a B. Like so.
I just
this
think,
one, huh?
the only reason I think it should go in B is because I think there's levels that are worse than it, and I think I don't want to put the levels that are worse than it in D because I think there's only like 1 or 2 levels that belong in D, if that makes sense. Because D
Yeah.
is where I would put ones that are bad, like I think are like kind of bad, but
Yeah, I
or
agree.
just more annoying than fun. But
Yeah, maybe C would be like the more annoying ones, and I could put D and just like, yeah, this is just not a fun time. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I would put, so this one right here is, I think this is this Wet Dry World? Yeah.
That is Wet Dry World. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wet Dry. Okay, so
That's a
this
little
is the one where I know we both talked about Wet Dry World a little bit, but I was just not a fan of this level.
Me as well. I was
I think
not. This was, yeah.
it feels, maybe it's just me, but it feels kind of like it's a cool concept. Like, oh, you have to raise the water and lower the water. It gives you that what is it? The water temple vibes from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Which that's one we're gonna have to go through a fucking tier list on. Because that'll be some words. But overall, this level is just it's kind of nothing. Like, it has a really cool idea, and then that's it. It's just there's the concept sucks. The it's fact that it's water level instantly knocks it for me, and then you get to that other world, the other part of it where it's like a little town or whatever, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
This feels like this was supposed to be another level, and they were just like, fuck it, and tacked it on.
Yeah. That thing was always a little spooky because it was like it was a town underwater. I'm like, so is everyone dead? But
not if you lower the water.
Other thing was yeah, that's true. But if you, the thing is, like with the gimmick of this level, like raising the water and lowering the water, that it can be a fun gimmick. But the thing is that gimmick's more of a cheat code because you can skip entire courses for stars in this level. Really? Like there's the one where you're the arrow platforms that you have to like stand on the arrows and get to the box to open the star. If you raise the water up to a certain point, you can just ground pound the box and just get the star and skip that entire course. So it's like and that's cool for like speed running, but for like the concept of the level, you're breaking your own game.
They even knew the level sucked.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, and it just becomes I mean, again, like the gimmick's fun, but I'd probably put it in C. Yeah. Just because I don't think the level's bad because it can be fun at times. But the most annoying part about that level was the secret star one where you had to you had to jump, you had to get a certain box, you had to push in a certain. Do you remember that? You had to push in the cube. And it would like, I don't know how to explain it.
It just wasn't worth it. It's like not worth it. It's the map itself is just not fun. Also, it's kind of weird for having like 2-3 water levels. They never brought in bloopers at that time.
Yeah, which is weird. Which
like they didn't do it till Sunshine. Sunshine is one I want to go back and replay because I would love to do that just to rank those ones again.
I would love to do a Sunshine tier list for levels, man. That's
that's
my favorite game of all time. But I
want to go get the All-Star. I want to get the All-Star, the Super Mario All-Star package thing or whatever.
Yeah,
just solely so the fact I can go back and I can play those because Galaxy was my personal favorite. I think Galaxy is just amazing, and so it needs to go back and it's just a bitch to find. All right, so this one with the Wiggler,
it was a limited release.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm like, I don't know. I bet I can find it online. The Amazon, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna be
like
Amazon has it.
Like $90, which is like $20 more than its original price or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna look it back up online here. It's $130.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad I pre-ordered it. What I did, even though I own the game separately, it's just nice to play them in HD on the Switch.
Oh, and I can get the German version.
Hell yeah. He probably says "so long, gay Bowser" in that version. Hopefully.
Just the super aggressive, just like you okay, 9 as he's just falling. Like, oh
If
man.
you have the GameCube attachment to the Switch, you could play Mario Sunshine with the GameCube controller on the Switch, which is pretty nice.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it originally wasn't a feature, but they had an update for the game that allowed you to do that, which was
Oh,
beautiful. Because I tried playing Sunshine on the Pro controller and I fucking couldn't, bro. I need that trigger, all right, for the pump.
that makes sense. That's why I like with
yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy when I was like first playing it, and as I'm playing, I'm kind of tilting, shit, trying to get the stars. I'm like, I
For
feel
sure.
stupid, but it's so much fun. It really is. Like
It is.
Galaxy, Sunshine, Odyssey. Odyssey's I wouldn't mind doing a tier list on, because I need to go back and replay Odyssey.
I need to replay it before we do a tier list, but yeah, Odyssey.
Yeah,
amazing.
I definitely need to. I don't know. Maybe I'll just steal it. I didn't say that out loud, YouTube. I was kidding. All right, so this one with the Wiggler. That is the tiny. Is that Tiny Huge World?
Tiny Huge Island, yeah.
Okay, Tiny Huge Island. Yeah. Okay, this one. I mean, I know you recently played through this one. I am not gonna lie to you. This one would be like a straight C to me. Actually, it'd be like in its own category of I forgot.
Okay, well, I actually really like this level. I would put it in an A. But I'm sure you remember the gimmick of there being two different paintings, and one was tiny and one was huge, and depending on which one you went through, you would be in the tiny version of the level and the large version of the level. But there were pipes you could take to transfer between both. And really each cool. Star, it is like, it's a really cool concept. It's a play on the Super Mario World level, which I don't know if it shares the same name, but it requires you to do some stuff in the tiny island to get a star in the huge island, and vice versa. So it's really creative. I think it was a really good concept for the level. However, the only reason I would not put it in an S is because, and I know this is part of like the challenge, but the tiny island is such bullshit sometimes. I'll be running as Mario and he'll bump into like a little wall, and the tiny island is so small that the knockback from the wall will knock me off the ledge and I will die. Okay? It's like, it's such bullshit. It happens to me several times in my playthrough of this level on my channel. And I'm like, what do we do with Nintendo? But yeah, that part was so annoying and frustrating. It still fucks me up to this day. I see speedrunners still get fucked up by that gimmick to this day. Oh. And I understand it was probably there purposefully to be like, get good by Nintendo. Like, this is like towards the end of the game, you should be better by this time. And like, it's tiny, so you got to be careful as to where you step. But still, it's annoying. All right, but I'd put it in A. I would put it in A.
All right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
For as much as I don't remember, I do remember the gimmick. And I think because of the gimmick alone, I think that's really cool. Like, I do think that Tiny Huge Island is really cool. Like, because I believe you go into a room and then they have one side of the room has the one portrait, and then one side of the room has the other portrait. And that's still it's the concept is really cool. Yeah, we're gonna stick this one up in A. I wish I just remembered more of it, but it is what it is. This is the clock.
TikTok clock.
Oh boy. This one can either be one of your favorites or one of your most hated. There's no in between.
So, yeah. I probably fall into one of the most hated, but I don't think I would quite put it in D, because I feel so. I've had this criticism before. The last two levels in Mario 64 are Rainbow Road and TikTok Clock, and in particular Rainbow Road, and we'll get to that. TikTok Clock just feels like a mesh of courses without a theme. It just fucking just placed there to annoy you. However, besides Rainbow Road, that's different. There is a theme here. Therefore, I would probably put it in C, but it's still annoying as all shit. Some of the courses don't make any sense. Like, every single course we see here, there's like a theme, there's a world, there's characters in the world. TikTok Clock and Rainbow Road don't have any of those. Well,
No,
except
it
TikTok
doesn't.
clock with the theme, like you're inside of a clock, which is like cool. But yeah,
I would definitely. So I'm gonna definitely agree with you on that. I think that my issue with TikTok clock, I think the gimmick is kind of cool, depending on what where the clock lands on. Things happen with it, and I think the whole concept of kind of like the tall mountain is that you're constantly climbing. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's not flat at all. You're all going vertically. However, I will say the biggest problem, and this is the problem with the whole game, is because the camera sucks. It will fucking kill you because of
yeah,
how this
it will
map is set up.
for
This
sure.
is one of those maps that, and it's also, I know it's a clock and everything, but it's incredibly bland and not fun to really just look at. Like, so when you
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there's a theme, but it's a really bland theme, and it
yes,
doesn't.
that's the
It
thing.
sometimes it doesn't even feel like I'm inside of a clock. Yeah, exactly. So it's like
No, it doesn't.
but
It really, you kind of watch as you're playing it. You're like, wow, this sucks. Like, but like by the time I finish it and I finish this level, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. I'd rather just
yeah,
not like. So I would, yeah, I'm gonna
exactly.
put this up in C tier. It's not
Yeah,
the
and
worst. Oh yeah, and if you
but
get hit by the
the thing
fire,
is, yeah, for sure. And also again, like the other reason I don't want to quite put it in D is the gimmick to where you can, depending on when you go into the clock, like wherever the hour is or the minute is on the hands, it will either
Hmm.
slow it down or speed it up or completely freeze it or randomize the speed in different ways. That's a gimmick I always thought was interesting
It's an
and a
interesting
good
gimmick,
idea.
but if you don't know it, it'll absolutely fuck you. And you
Yes,
have
I
no
know
clue why.
people like messaged me like playing Mario 64 for the first time and they got TikTok clock and they're like, why is sometimes when I go in it's fast and then it's frozen and then it's slow and then it just has Tourette's. Like it's fucking
That's
it's the
right.
hands. You gotta pay attention to the hands. It's like literally there's a part of the hand where you could go in and it just has Tourette's where we'll just go slow and then all of a sudden just fucking go fast and then slow down
Oh
again. All right.
no, that's
That's
yeah.
freaking
It's definitely has probably, I would say, the most unique gimmick, but it
yes,
also is
for
the
sure.
one that you'll say "fuck you" to a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Like, so this one, oh, this is Hazy Maze Cave.
For sure. It
Okay,
is. That is Hazy Maze Cave.
ooh, that is Hazy Maze Cave. I like Hazy Maze Cave.
I do too.
I don't
I
think
do
it's
too.
bad. It's got, I mean, the design is pretty cool, if not a little bland. There's definitely a kind of a scare when you're in the cavern with like all the gas and stuff.
Yeah, the
Um,
actual Hazy Maze Cave.
yeah, the actual hazy maze part, and then it's like if you escape that, you get to go find a Lapras, and so
Yeah,
for no reason they
from
just,
Pokemon. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
just a random
My girl
dinosaur just
Dory.
it,
Yeah.
and then but other than that, oh, also it's the one where I think you first really get the use of the metal cap. But we'll talk about that in a bit because I'm not gonna lie, the
Yes.
metal cap's so cool.
That's where you unlock the metal cap in that level too. There's like a
Yeah,
secret entrance
see-
when you use Dory.
yep.
Um
And I think that
okay.
overall, it's it's just good. Like I don't know, it's just like one of those maps that I don't have anything really negative to say. It's surprisingly big.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
But it's big, but it feels extremely claustrophobic, which is like
mhm.
really, it's amazing how they're able to pull both off. Like it's a really large course, but every room you go in is so narrow, especially like the Hazy Maze part, where it's like it feels extremely claustrophobic, and the fact that you're underground as well, it's like it gives you this constant claustrophobic feel, and like
Oh yeah,
good job. Like I feel like that's what they
good
were
job.
definitely going for. Yeah.
Oh, and the music I will say too is one where it's kind of it's like Jolly Rogers Bay a little bit, where it's
Mm.
not, it's kind of calm, but in a way that it's just, I don't know, it's a little more mellow than because I'd say the Jolly Rogers Bay one is a little more majestic, you know, a little I don't know what the best way to explain it is, but like a little more whimsical. This one's just like just straight down the line, like boo doo 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 doo. I'm like, yo, fuck
Yeah,
yeah, I can chill
for
with
sure.
this. Like it honestly brings a little bit of comfort. Music surprisingly brings comfort to me when I'm playing a game.
For sure.
Except for like the Shadow Temple, like that one doesn't bring me comfort at all. Like, like so we're gonna put this one. We'll put a what B?
I'm like torn between A or B. I'd probably put it in B because it's just a solid level, but there's nothing really special about it. If that makes
I would
sense,
I would
it's just
definitely
really solid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this next one is Cool Mountain. And I love this.
I would put it in S.
I
That's
agree.
an S. That's an S. Yeah, that only because you can kill the child whenever you want. That's you can just throw them off the edge whenever.
I'm gonna get demonetized
And
before I even get
was
monetized.
in the game. The penguin. You can kill the penguin child.
Like it is. It's
the level.
yeah. Like, and anybody who's watching this, if you ever played Super Mario 64 and just dropped the penguin off the edge, please let me know because I sure hell did.
Because you might be a risk, a security risk.
Yeah, you might be a risk. But I will say though, there's
might be
that penguin that you raced, right? You raced down the slide.
Yeah.
The penguin that you raced, I yeeted it along with myself. We go together, comrade. It just jumps off the edge. I think that overall it's just really cool. I'm a sucker for like ice levels.
Yeah, I like the snowy feel. I really like snow vibes. So, like, I don't know if you've ever played Days Gone, but they have like a snow season in that game, and I get an orgasm just fucking playing when it's snow because it's a zombie game as well. Zombies, snow, and open world in the countryside is like fucking. I loved playing it while it was snowing. But yeah, snow vibes always get me like a certain mood, and I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely. I have not played Days Gone. I've heard it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it takes a moment to get into it. Like I played like the first hour, I dropped it, and then like a year later, I got back into it, and I was like, "What? Why did I drop this fucking masterpiece?" But
that's fair. That's how I was with. Have you ever played Nier Automata?
No.
That's one that I dropped it because I was like, "This is stupid." And then I went back and played it, and I was like, "I'm stupid."
Exactly.
But yeah, I think I would agree. I think the Cool Mountain is one that I've always enjoyed. I love the music and it just has this festive feel to it. The penguin, I'm not gonna lie. Well, the first time when I lost to the penguin, like that was my determination is just to beat him. And then I realized you can cheat.
Well, sort of.
You
You can go on the slide because there's just a normal star where you just have to do the slide on your own, and you can do the shortcut that way. But if you do the shortcut while racing the penguin, he'll be like, "You fucking dirty cheater! Fucking, I'm not giving you no star." And you have to try again.
I've never been more afraid of a giant penguin before.
He has like an angry face or something. Like fucking, yeah.
Fucking
they change expressions. Yeah. When you take the Mama Penguin's kid. When you take the Mama Penguin's kid, she also gets angry and she starts chasing after you. It's just like, fuck, all right, sorry. I'm still throwing it off the edge, but sorry.
But yeah, it'd be funny if you tossed the penguin so she jumped after it.
Yeah. She just walks off the edge too. One more thing about this level though, it has some of the best characters in the because we're talking about the characters. Like it has
the snowman
head, which is such a fun character for me. Like fucking guide my head to my body, and then or guide my body to my head or whatever. And then both of the penguins are fun, and then the children penguins, like those are the most memorable NPCs to me in the game. I'm probably like forgetting a few, but
no, I think you're right. To be honest, like that's the one thing I should have mentioned. In Bob-omb Battlefield with King Bob-omb. Like
the boss.
I loved King Bob-omb. Like he just, I'm actually really happy that I don't know if anybody realized this or not, but they put him in the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah, he was at the wedding.
Yep,
Yeah,
and I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I just had a big smile on my face because I was like, oh shit, you guys actually didn't forget about this guy.
Thank God. No, it's probably Illumination who was wanting to put him in. Nintendo.
Well, I
likes to
mean,
forget
you know,
about their classic
Nintendo's forgot
characters.
about Waluigi.
Yeah, well, except for the sports games. All right, he's a staple for the Mario sports games and Mario Kart most of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would have put him in Smash Bros. As his own character. But can't win them all.
Literally, he's like the last character of the main Mario cast that's missing in Smash. You have
Think
like
about it. They
Donkey
made
Kong, Diddy.
literal Toadette before they brought back Waluigi.
Well, yeah, and that piranha plants in Smash. And
Yeah.
not Waluigi. A piranha plant made it in Smash
plant.
before Waluigi. Yeah, it's
That was-
insane. Yeah, kind of a L on Nintendo's part. but
No, it
whatever.
is straight. It's not even a kind of. It's a straight up fucking.
Yeah. Well, it's also funny though. I find it really funny that like a piranha plants in Smash and not Waluigi.
Like,
Oh god.
oh my god. But I will say, so moving on to this one, this is Dire Docks.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that's a C.
Really, I would have put this in D. I fucking hate this one. I straight
well, okay.
Yes, I fucking hate this map. And I think the reason, Jesus Christ, I realize I've gotten to the point now where I don't even call them level anymore. I just call them maps. Fuck Call of Duty player. Like,
oh my god.
Well, levels has more syllables. That's probably why I don't say it. Like, but
well, technically they're called courses in the game. They're courses.
Oh, courses.
If we, yeah, they call them courses. Actually, yeah, that's all right.
So,
yeah, I want to know why you hate this so much.
Okay, honestly, because it's fucking boring. Like I was like, this. I get to this one. They drop me into the water. I got to swim all the way through just to get to that part with the submarine that I don't really give a fuck about. And then you have that one mission where you you jump on like the poles, right? So I can climb up or slide down that pole until I jump to another pole, and then I have to angle myself on that one too. And it's just I don't like this. There's nothing to this one. Like we talked earlier about theme, at least TikTok Clock had a theme. This one's like it's a whirlpool next to a thumb. Bro, we let the new guy do the level.
Yeah. The most interesting part about this level is you need to beat the first level in order to get to the Bowser level.
That's what makes it worse.
And then you have to beat Bowser in order to progress through the rest of the level. So it's interesting, but it's also extremely annoying. Especially, this is like a side thing for me, and this isn't normal. I was muted. What the fuck? This isn't.
I didn't touch nothing. I swear.
Do I sound like I'm underwater still, or am I?
Oh, you're good. You're kind of cutting in and out a little bit, though.
Oh God, what the hell happened? Hold
on. That's that goddamn Burger King virus again.
Exactly. But yeah, the what the fuck was I even talking about? Oh, the problem with me was when I was playing through Mario 64, I was trying to do all the stars in order, but I had to beat Bowser and then go back to Dire Docks, which was like super annoying. But yeah, I think I could agree with you where it's like there wasn't a real theme to this level. It was like we could say something about Jolly Roger Bay, like it was like a bay. There's a crash ship. It looked like some like sort of like pirate ship war went down. There's like an underwater cavern you can go into with chests. So like they're hidden treasures like down there or whatever. The pirates that used to be there. Like cool theme, but like this is just water. You're right. It's just water and fish. It's like Oh man, it like the dock area doesn't even look like a docking area. Like it's just random courses, like course
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. 'Cause it's like,
I would put this. Yeah,
yeah, I'll put this in D. Fuck this. Like,
yeah. I mean, I would cap for a Z. I didn't hate it that much, but I could totally. I'm okay with it.
I think it was like watching you try to talk yourself out of it. Like,
The more and more I thought about it, the more and more I was like, yeah, like objectively, this level kind of fucking sucks, huh? Like, fuck, no. Oh no.
So
but yeah,
I think this one is okay. This is that Rainbow Road one.
Rainbow Ride, yeah.
Or
If you
yeah,
put
what is it?
anywhere
Yeah, what
but
is it called?
D,
Rainbow Ride. Cool,
yeah,
man.
if you put it anywhere but D, I will reach through this screen and strangle you. This
Okay,
is the
so
worst
yeah,
course
no,
in the
this
game.
I would say this is it feels like a weirdly unnecessary difficulty spike.
Yeah. You go from TikTok clock, which was difficult, but like if you take the time to learn it, it's fine. But this one just got like extremely difficult out of nowhere. Like it's just like
and it's boring
no.
too, man. Like that's the thing that got me. So like it's so
Uh-huh.
boring because it's like I'm just riding this carpet and then I hop up, then I hop back on. Like the watching people do the carpetless run is the only reason I would ever not put this in D tier, but that we're not talking about that.
Right. And there's just not a real theme to it. Like Rainbow Ride. Okay, I get you riding a rainbow, but what is this fucking course? Where does it take place? There's a floating castle and there's just floating obstacles in the sky. Like out of nowhere. Like what's the theme? There's just rotating obstacles for no reason. I don't understand what the idea behind this course was. I don't know what they were thinking. Like they were like, what if you rode on a carpet? Like that sounds cool. But like the carpet riding is so fucking boring. You're just waiting for 20 minutes. And guess what? If you're at the top and you fall, you have to go on that fucking carpet ride for another 10 minutes. For another 10 minutes for a single star. It's not good. It's oh my god, bro. Don't even it's just bad. It's just bad, man.
No, I
It's
100% agree with you. Like it's just such it honestly felt like they didn't know what to do anymore. Like they're like, hey, we have to make a sky level. Yeah. Fine, give me 30 minutes.
We need to cap it off at 15 levels and we want to make it super difficult. Let's just put random shit in random places and call it a fucking course.
That's what it is. No, that's 100%. Like that's why I agree. This is just booty cheeks.
And another annoying thing, and this is I never made this mistake again, but there's a certain star that requires the cannon on the flying ship, on the flying boat or whatever. But you need to unlock the cannon by talking to the red Bob-omb or pink Bob-omb.
Yep.
However, the pink is but the ship is at the top of the course. But once you realize that the cannon needs to be opened, you realize, oh, the pink Bob-omb's nowhere to be found. You spent 10 minutes getting all the way to the top of the course. Turns out the pink Bob-omb is all the way at the fucking bottom at the beginning of the course, hidden. It's like fuck you, Nintendo. Fuck you. I would. It's so annoying.
You just never see like Nintendo have again. A big troll face, like.
Now whenever I start that level, the first thing I do is unlock the cannon, just so I fucking don't forget. But yeah.
Oh no, I would have just like just hopped right off, just watching Mario. Like, whoa! You just fall. Like... But nah, fuck yeah. I think you're 100% right.
Yeah,
fuck,
definitely.
Fuck this level.
Of course.
All right. All right, so this is
Lethal Lava Land.
Lethal Lava Land. Thank you. I just I'm terrible at the words. I like this one.
Me too. I liked the for some reason it always gave me Bowser Jr. vibes. Don't ask me why. I can't tell you anything. I was a kid. I was like, Bowser Jr.'s in this level. I never knew why. It was just for some reason I thought Bowser Jr. was somewhere in this level, even though he didn't even exist at that time when this game was made. But this is an A for me. mainly because going into the volcano, finding that you could go into the volcano always blew my fucking mind. And I like it when these levels have like a completely like mini course inside of the course. Like it makes the level feel so much more open and like
Right.
a real world, if that makes sense. But
Yep.
yeah, and the enemies are really fun. They're like a new enemy, like the bullies. You haven't seen them before. It's like you can't just jump on them. You have to push them into the lava. And I think this is the first. Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say this is the first level with the eyeball, but technically Big Boo's haunt is that.
Yeah, and I think too, with to add to your point, I loved it is because it did feel like a difficulty spike.
Yes.
This, you have to be a lot more cautious with your timing. A lot of the fire, I mean, you get hit by fire and you just start running, and that can mess you. I mean, how many times you get hit by fire, you run off ledge, jump right into the fire, and you're like, well, lava. I'm like, okay, well,
Right.
I'm dead. The bullies, I actually enjoyed the fact that the bullies, I mean, if you get to take on 2 or 3 of them at a time, like they will knock your ass right off.
They'll fuck you up, bro. Yeah.
Like I was like, bro, this is like Nintendo Dark Souls. Like just straight up mess you. I think that yeah, I really agree. Like, the only thing that made me laugh about this one is that they had that sliding board with to collect the red coins, which is one of the easiest ones to do. And it was always funny to me because I'm like, it felt so out of place for everything else. Like you have like the cages, and the lava, this little game fucking in the side just doing its own thing.
Someone put a jigsaw puzzle there for no reason.
Like why? Sure. I don't know. Like my kid wanted it. Otherwise, I would put this as definitely an A, like 100% an A.
Super fun, super fun.
All right, now we're at Thwomp's Fortress.
Womp's Fortress. Actually,
I don't know why. I've always called. I've still kid. I call them Thwomp. I've always called them Thwomps. So
I still have difficulty remembering which one's a Thwomp and which one's the Womp.
Yeah, because there is difference, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the flat guy is the Womps, and then the blue cubes, which have turned into the spiked cubes, are the Thwomps.
Because I thought the guy on there was like King Thwomp or whatever.
Yeah, he is King Thwomp or King Womp. King Thwomp. I don't know. Actually, I'm no longer confident. But they added a crown to him in the Super Mario 64 DS remake.
Just give him a crown. They're like, hey, he's a king now.
Yeah, he still didn't really look like a king in the original game. Now he has a crown, buddy.
Honestly, I love this level.
Me too. Me too.
It's difficult, but it's fun.
Like, it's a small difficulty spike from Bob-omb Battlefield, but like it introduces, because you're supposed to go from Bob-omb Battlefield and then get a star, and then like the door to get to this level only requires 1 star. So this level is supposed to introduce the fact that you can fall off courses, which is like a little, playing for the first time, you're like, oh shit, I could just fall into the abyss for no reason. But yeah. I didn't think it was too difficult, but it was a really good like secondary tutorial to the game, introducing a lot of different gimmicks that would later appear in the game. But yeah, and then I did like, did you ever ride on the owl?
Yeah, yep, because you ride out the owl all the way to the top.
Yeah. That always blew my mind. Like
I thought that
I randomly climbed that tree. Yeah.
I watched the dude do a stream run where he got that, the star in the cage.
Yeah.
No owl. He just got it himself.
What?
I was just like,
yeah, it does surprise me, but
like, but the thing I will say also, it also teaches you. To me, it teaches you a bit of patience though too, because like the first one is so free. That hey, there's gonna be moments where you're gonna have to stop and make that right call, and like it's a great. You said it's a great step up for a tutorial level.
Yep.
And then Jolly Roger's Bay kills her.
I think you're supposed to go to cool about the dollar. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Either way, you're not gonna have fun no matter where you go.
I would put either A or S.
I would put it in A.
I'm thinking
because there's another S on here.
Yeah, that works.
There's another.
There is,
and it's this one. Big Boo's Haunt, bro.
Okay.
I
Okay.
absolutely adore Big Boo's Haunt. I think honestly it was the one that really felt so different. Like it was like once you start going into like the area, you see all the booze and shit, and you're like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like I loved it, honestly. I love the whole
Right.
concept. I thought it was really cool. Um, there's so many different like rooms and stuff to go into. Each one has their own issue or own distinct task to deal with. The fucking piano.
Yeah.
The like, there's no way that you can tell me that the first time you didn't play this, you were like, "Oh, that's cool." What the fuck?
It did scare the shit out of me. You are right, and I always thought it was kind of cool. I remember, I I don't know if it was my first time, but I always subconsciously comparing this to a dark version of Peach's Castle, because you have like an upstairs, you have the entrance which is like on the middle ground, and then you have the basement of the mansion. And I always thought that was really cool.
It's
It was just
really
like
big.
another Peach's Castle. Yeah, it's big. It's big.
And the
Um,
did we get the invisible hat?
yeah. Well, no, you have to get it. You still get the invisible because this is Big Boo's Haunt is in the backyard, which isn't quite in the basement. You have to get to the basement to get the invisible cap. But there is a star that is required. The invisible cap is required. And I don't know about you, but I played when I first played this game. I played all the levels completely out of order. But I
Okay.
remember getting to the backyard and remember there was like no booze back there. And I remember getting to like a certain amount of stars and
Mhm.
like coming up from the basement and just seeing Boo right there, and it scared the fucking shit out of me. I'm like, he wasn't there before, and then me like going up to him and him like running. And I'm like, oh, he's scared of me, motherfucker. I'm going after him. And then entering the backyard, and it was like a zombie apocalypse. There was like 30 fucking Boos just in the backyard for no reason. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Well, you
What?
believe
There's
that
ghosts.
that
But yeah,
motherfucker set you up.
you literally like he was running for me to just get fucking gangbanged. But
Like
yeah,
you're just like you run out there and you're like,
oh, I'm fucked.
I'm going back in. I'm gonna go back inside.
That's yeah, see ya. And
Like
that's
I've
where
made
the
stuff.
L is real.
I would definitely put this in A. You know what? Let me change. I'll probably put it in a solid A. I think
If
the
you
atmosphere.
if you want to put it in S, I would not be mad at it, but I would put it in A. But yeah, man,
I
I
think
won't argue
yeah.
with an S here.
I'll put it up here in A, where it's like a high A, almost S.
Okay,
This one
yeah.
just was on the verge of the verging. So this one is you know what's really funny? Another one once again. Don't remember. Snowman's Land. I just it's weird, and I don't think it's bad. I think it's one of those where Cool Mountain was so good that when I got to this one, I was like, eh.
We did need 2 snow levels, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh no, of course. Um, it's just when I got to this level, I was like, I just don't care enough about it. But that's just me.
Mm.
Uh,
I have a weird relationship with this course because I would say I've spent the most amount of time on it on the DS version, because there was like a fireplace in the DS version with like a bunch of like Goombas, and I like to just
mhm.
hang out there with the fireplace, like and I just like to like chill in the snowy scenery with the fireplace. And there's like it was just so surreal to me for some reason. I just like chilling there. But in the 64 version, it's I don't know. The theme's interesting. But I didn't ever really like it too much. And that's just because the stars in particular aren't crazy difficult, and the ones that are difficult are more annoying than difficult, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
yeah, like there's one where you got to get a star in a box, and it's like over a ledge, but you got to jump on an enemy that like when you jump on him, he like spins you in the air. And
Yep.
like after a couple tries, it's like you'll get it. But if you miss or if you kill both of them uh without getting over the ledge, like they just don't respawn, so you just gotta restart the level, which is super annoying. So you don't die, but then but what you can, I'm sure you can get over there using like super cool tricks that I'm never going to be good enough to do, but like that's the way that's intended, and it's just annoying, like just having to restart the level and going all the way back over there. But it's just again, the stars aren't in particularly too difficult, they're just annoying at times, if you ask me. But going into the igloo is pretty cool. That was
Oh,
a
the
cool
igloo
level.
is pretty cool. And I there was that
Yeah.
the one star where you have to get to the top of the snowman and he starts like blowing air at you. You
Yeah,
stand behind the penguin, which is unnecessarily difficult for me.
yeah, because if you run too fast, you'll slide past the penguin and then you'll get blown off, and you
Mhm.
lose your fucking hat.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah. Well, that's just being a dick.
yeah,
Like, that's I would. I don't know. I think I would put this in. It's like a low B tier to me. It's not like it's a bad course. It's just okay.
yeah, it's C B, yeah, like low B, very
Put a
low.
low
Well,
B.
actually, I'd put it in C. I don't like putting it next to Hazy Maze Cave.
High C, low B.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. We'll do
Oh
that one.
man,
All right. Shifting Sandlands, I believe this one's called. Yep.
beautiful level. This one was like a weird difficulty spike from Lethal Lava Land to Shifting Sandland, just because if you fall in the lava, and these are like they're like right next to each other, so like naturally
Yep.
one would play right. So but like with Lethal Lava Land, if you jump in the lava, you have a chance to get back on a platform. And this, if you fall in the quicksand, it's just an instant death, which is super like, brutal.
The one thing I will say is that when it comes to the downstairs, that's by far the best part of the game. Like between Lethal Lava Land, Shifting Sandlands, Hazy Maze Cave, like just I mean, they have dire docks, but you gotta take the good with the bad. But like and then the Big Boo's Haunt, like that is a pretty stacked lineup of levels to be just in that lower level. So
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I would definitely agree. Shifting Sandlands is difficult, but the pyramid is cool. It's got a really cool, like the music. Like I can hear the music just thinking about it.
For
It's
sure,
just
yeah.
has a really cool vibe to it. That fucking vulture steals your hat. Um,
Yep, you steal his star, he steals your fucking hat.
well,
I
then,
feel
remember
like
there's that
fair,
boss
fair,
fight.
fair trade.
If you jump into the top
Yeah,
of
the hand.
the hands, yeah.
You know what? The more and more I'm thinking about this, the more and more I feel like it would be disrespectful to put it anywhere but S.
I think it's an
This,
S. I think it's an S tier level.
I think it is too, because the boss fight is one of the most memorable boss fights. Like, and they come out of nowhere. Like, you just think you're put in this arena, and then the hands just come alive. And I think it's probably the best boss fight in the game, to be honest with you. Just because it's super creative, and you got to hit the eyes, but you got to wait for their eyes to open.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this level is probably the biggest out of all of them. I could be wrong, but you have this giant like sand arena, and then not only that, you go into the pyramid, and it's a giant course in and of itself.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then you can use the wing cap in this level as well.
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Yeah, you can use the wing clap, which I never used it, but like
I used it for the pillar one, where you have to stand on the 4 pillars, and then that's when you fight the boss, the hand boss.
Yeah. Overall, I think
stay on the 4 pillars. Yeah.
Well, and then trying to get the bird. I remember I would spend so long trying to get the bird to get the star, but then if you took my hat, I was like, "This motherfucker took my hat," and so just keep trying to
have that. Yeah.
But I think, I think this one is S. S by far.
It's really good.
It is.
It's really good.
Fantastic. So this is Bowser, the first fight for Bowser.
Bowser in the Sky, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Bowser in the Sky?
Yeah, relatively sure, yeah.
Bowser in the Dark World.
Well, fuck me. Okay, well then the last one is Bowser in the Sky, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Bowser in the Sky.
Okay, all right. Mario expert over here. Fucking, no,
Mario Wikipedia expert. Thank
yeah,
you.
but fuck! God damn it! You have Wikipedia. I only have my brain. But okay.
Actually, actually it's strategy wiki.
Bowser in the Sky, or sorry, Bowser in the Dark World. Are you sure this isn't Bowser in the Sky?
Yeah, Bowser in the Sky would be the that purple one. Remember?
Yeah,
that's the final level.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so this one is just like the introduction to the Bowser levels. And it's pretty solid. Especially the first Bowser fight. Like finding out that Mario can bench 2 tons for some reason. And throw Bowser like he's a feather, which is nice to see. But
Mario is just like the fact that Mario's like there's like this like 2-ton fucking turtle, and he's just like, so long, bitch, and just tosses it.
So long, gay Bowser. Yeah, it's just tossing him like he's nothing.
That one is hard. I'm here late, but I didn't get to see your rationale. But I think Wet Dry World is too low.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you're not making this fun.
Like,
well, we should go through again and like shift some stuff around, like do a couple considerations. But
yeah, we can do that. Like,
yeah, you might be right. We may have put it too low, or we may have put it too high.
Omega, you might be onto something. But it's fine. It's fine, you know. But I think that okay, so the Bowser in the Dark World, I think, is a good starter to this. It kind of to me encapsulates everything that you've kind of learned up to that point, learning how to do the proper jumps and all the other kind of stuff, because you can breeze through this fucking level like crazy.
Really easily. Yeah.
I just think out of the 3 of the Bowser levels, this one is arguably just to me like the worst
one.
Yeah,
because it's the most basic.
It's like a B.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's
solid. All right, so this is a fucking slide.
Oh, what is it? Slip and slide, or I forget what this fucking call.
It's the first slide one where Peach's slide.
Yeah, I forget what it was. You go through the Peach mirror painting or whatever.
Yeah, Peach's secret slide, or the princess's.
This is. I'm gonna put this in a secret slide.
I mean, she was gonna bake him a cake. You know what I mean, for saving her life. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
no.
That's the epitome of friend zone, my dude. Like I'm.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like bitch.
Do you know how friend zone you have to be like, I saved your life. Here's a cake.
I'm gonna bake a delicious cake for you.
And then it's not even homemade. It's like out of the box.
Yeah,
it's like that's a fucking Betty Crocker. Like,
oh god. But yeah, Peach's secret slide. I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably put it at B again. It's just a solid, fun little course that lasts like 2 seconds, which is how long Mario would last do it, given Peach the slide. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And there's 2. It's technically counts as a secret star, but there's 2 secret stars if you finish the course in like 24 seconds.
I
want cake. Yeah, Mario wants Peach's cake too.
Oh yeah, because Peach got cake.
But yeah,
so
yeah, there's just not much to say about the course though. It's a fun little slide.
Like it goes from one side of the slide to the other side of the slide.
Yeah.
However, if you want to collect all the coins on there, like, be my guest, because I ain't fucking doing it. Let's see. The next one is Bowser the lava one. The Bowser lava one. What's this called?
Yeah.
Bowser in the Fire Sea. Really fancy names for not a whole lot.
I thought this always gave me Lethal Lava Land vibes. Well, for obvious reasons. But it makes sense to put Bowser in a lava level.
It does.
Yeah, it this is like slightly better than the Bowser in the Sky. Fuck, Bowser in the Dark World, for fuck's sake. It's you know, it's a step up difficulty wise from the Dark World one, but it's like a level higher. that. It's like it's probably like an A tier.
Yeah,
It's
I would
a
put this
fun course.
definitely in an A tier. I think
Yeah.
Bowser in the Fire Sea also just it's a cool like I mean the like I said how it teaches you don't touch the lava but like the
No shit.
um
Yeah.
yeah it's just I only wish it wasn't so I feel that honestly like I do feel that Fire Sea is probably I just really enjoy Fire Sea actually overall.
Me too. Yeah, I love running through it.
Yeah, I just have a fun run through with it. Some of the crazy shit I've seen people do with the level is just super cool. But other than that, yeah, I would just put
Yeah,
it in a solid A.
he does
I
bring up
cheer.
a point. Actually, never mind.
No, what was that?
I think he was saying so linear because like the Fire Sea just being straight back and forth. Yeah, well, are you saying because like in the Sky and Dark World, there's like sections to the course that isn't required. There's like a red coin or whatever there, but Fire Sea does have that as well. Towards the top, there's like an entire section that you can go to that has like a red coin or two. But I see what you're saying though. It is more linear. I still like it more than the Dark World though, and I'd put it in A.
Yeah, I would put it in. I put it in the solid. I'll put it in solid A tier. I think that was good. The next one is
the
that
Bowser
Secret
levels
World.
just get better as you go on. Yeah,
they really do. This one is the Secret Aquarium, otherwise known as you're in a box with water.
Yeah, this is just a C. This is it, like probably a C or a. No, I'd put it in D.
Yeah, I'm putting this one in D. This is probably one of the most boring courses.
Yeah, D. You're dropped in an aquarium and you get 8 red coins. It's not creative. It's kind of like cool for a second. It's like, oh, I'm in a dome. If I don't hurry, I'll drown. But like that's about it. So yeah,
I'm sorry, you should not drown. They give you so many fucking coins in this one.
Fair enough.
If you drown, it's just your fault.
yeah, and that is the definition of a skill issue. But yeah, and the red coins aren't particularly hard to find either. It's just there's 4 at the bottom and 4 in the middle. It's not that hard.
It's not. This is Bowser in the Sky.
Yeah, Bowser in the Sky. Yeah, that's an S. I feel like that's an S. It's the end game. It's hard. It's difficult. All the skills that you've gathered throughout. Yeah, all the skills that you've gathered throughout the game are come to a close here. You have to hit Bowser 3 times instead of 1 time, which is pretty cool. I don't know about. Go ahead.
If you remember, sorry to interrupt.
You're good.
If you remember the when you destroy after the second time you hit him with the bomb, the whole stadium breaks apart into a star, which I thought was super cool.
And it does a weird difficulty spike with the whole Bowser boss fight because if you weren't too good at aiming the throws correctly from like a distance, you could just get really close to the bombs and just like throw them directly into it, being really close. But now it's like you actually have to throw them pretty far. You have to time your throw. You have to get them at like a really fast throwing speed and throw him at the correct time. And I remember that like threw me for a loop when I was younger because I wasn't too good at throwing him. So I just got up to the edge of the course with Bowser and I just like kind of spin him into the bomb. But I think I spent like a good 30 minutes when I was younger just trying to like get him into that damn bomb and missing like several damn times. But yeah, like that it was a really clever way to do that last boss fight with that.
Oh, I would agree. I think the way that the boss fight was great. I think the one thing that got me at the end was right before you get there. All of a sudden, they have wind trying to push you backwards, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, I made it. Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, and it gives you this false insecurity that's like, "Fucking Goombas! I can take care of Goombas," and then the wind completely fucks you up. Because if you take the time to kill one, you get blast back. Like if you jump or you punch, like you start over.
Like you guys are a bunch of dicks. You did it on purpose. Yeah, I would say this is definitely the S tier. It's
good. It's all. And for some reason, there's a Chuckya and a Womp in the course for no reason. But yeah,
there's no reason.
Piranha Plant. Yeah.
Metal Cap.
No, it's fine. It's okay. Okay, it's a pretty solid metal cap or a wig cap or fucking cap, power up cap level. Yeah, Steve.
Just looks like it's a
I don't
cat.
know.
It's a metal cat. It's cat. It's cap. No, you're right though. It is. I would say this is my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie. Out of the 3 caps, metal cap is
okay.
my favorite. The music when it starts, when you get that music and it kicks in, you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to go fuck shit up because
Yep.
you can't stop me. Like, I mean, shit. They put this shit back in. Metal Mario was in Smash Bros. And he was a bitch to deal with back then. So like,
well, you get the metal cap and the metal.
Yeah, it was fun.
Brothers.
Well, and then also Metal Mario becomes a fight, like a boss fight. But I will say that overall, I think this one was just cool. Like I don't. It's not as I'm gonna be honest. Probably the next 4 or this one, plus the next 3 are probably not S tiers.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
The music. The music is hype, bro.
It is hype. The metal cap Mario music is hype. The only thing though is the most annoying thing about this course, and it pissed me off. I know it's pissed a lot of people off. Where you're Metal Mario and you find out that you can just run underwater, but as soon as you go through this little maze thing right here, this little alleyway, you look to your right and it's like, oh, it's a waterfall. What happens if I go up to the waterfall? And you go through the waterfall and you're brought out to the fucking courtyard where you start the game. And you got to go all the way back down into the damn basement. It's like, God damn it.
As soon as you get out, they're just like, right, they just give you that finger.
Which I always thought was cool, though, because it made the worlds feel more connected, because that, to me, confirmed to be that Hazy Maze Cave was just under the castle, or it was in the castle, like, ruins.
Right.
And the Hazy Maze part was, like, in that mountain where the waterfall was. And you go through it. It's like, that was always, it's kind of cool. It's lore building. It doesn't make it any less annoying, though. So, like, it's, yeah. But I think I can agree with you. It's the best cap level. You can kick ass. It has the best. It's you're pretty much invincible. And the red coins aren't particularly easy, but they're not too hard. It's like a fun little red coin course. So yeah, I can agree with that.
So I'm putting this in A, low A.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, A's fine.
All right. So this one is this the wing cap?
This is the wing cap. Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this one.
It's a tutorial for the wing cap, but the red coins are kind of hard to grab, and kind of like it's just kind of like the water tank one. It's just kind of nothing, though. Like, it really does work. It's just an open flying space for the wing cap. Like, cool. But besides that, yeah, it's just nothing. It's just a nothing course.
It really is just a nothing course. And that's why I think the only thing I would say is the music for the wing cap is pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll put it in like C.
Yeah, C works for me. Yeah.
This one right here, I don't remember.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, you don't?
What is it?
Oh, well, it's the hardest star in the game. It's so, you know how you get into Rainbow Ride, you like to the right, like when you walk into like to the right of the clock, you go to Rainbow Ride, into that little like area, like the square area they have to jump into. To the left, there's another square area that you could jump into, and it's it's the secret star.
Yeah.
It's prioritizing the wing cap. Sorry if you guys, my dogs are like fucking trying to kill each other. Go outside and do it. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside, motherfuckers. They're staring at me like, what? Okay, but and they continue to do so. But if you fall, like, there's these clouds that you have to jump onto to get red coins.
Okay.
And it's this big course. But if you fall, and this is at the top of the castle that you have to get to get into this course. But if you fall, you end up at the courtyard again. Guys, go outside. What are we doing? Go outside. Go. Thank God. Jesus Christ. They bumped my chair like 12 times. If you fall, you end up in the courtyard. So you have to climb up. You don't die. No. It's not nice to you. It's not that dying would be merciful. You have to take the time to go all the way back up to the top of the castle. And if you fall again, guess what, motherfucker? You have to do that entire process again. It's basically a game over. Because game over, the longest run back. Yeah, because the reason game overs are so annoying, especially when you're at the top of the castle, is it starts you in the courtyard. But this isn't a game over. You don't even lose a life. It just starts you at the courtyard.
That's a dick. Okay, I think I do kind of remember this now. Yeah, maybe I just deleted it from my memory bank because I was too traumatized. Gave me PTSD.
Probably. Yeah, and you have to utilize cannons, and like the platforms are like super narrow. Like if you land on it, like you have to play through it again, bro. It's just bad. Or I shouldn't say bad. It's just really difficult. Now, I hate this fucking course. It's the hardest star in the game. It's like the final, like, put your skills to the test bullshit. However, with that being said, it's an S. No, I wouldn't put it in D. I'd probably put it in like C or B, just because I respect the difficulty, and it's not a required star. It's a secret star, and it's like you don't need it to technically beat Bowser. It's required to get all 120 stars, but like this is probably the last star most people are going to get, and once you get this star, the game rewards you with Yoshi. But like I respect the difficulty. It's like, this is a difficult course, but it's a secret star. You don't have to do it. It's like, it's your choice. Like it's not like if this was like Rainbow Ride, where it's like a main course that you might have to play through, like just the entire course is bullshit. Like, and that's the reason that Rainbow Ride's in D. But this, again, it's a secret course. You don't have to do it. It's optional. And once you get it done, it's like, it's rewarding. But yeah, I'd probably put in C or D. Okay. 2 stars in it, B2W. You can get one from a box, but you also can collect 8 red coin. Okay. You might be thinking of the DS version. I promise you, there's not 2 stars on this course. I promise you. There is a box, but yeah, I'd probably put it in C though. Yeah.
Okay.
C's pretty solid.
I'll say that. Okay. Yeah. I don't have much to say about this one, but I'll definitely probably go back to try to replay it on like the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the last one.
Good luck.
And this is the Vanishing Cap.
Yep.
I believe. This one was interesting to me because at no fucking point at all would I was like, yo, as soon as like I'm like, this has nothing to do with the Vanishing Cap. It's a very weird course.
I think it's the worst one simply because of that point. Is like, say what you will about the wing cap one. It works as a tutorial, like for the wing cap. Same with the metal cap. This is just, you don't get the real. It doesn't show the purpose of the Vanishing Cap until the end of the course, where you can walk through like gates or shit, or like walk through some walls. But that's like literally at the end of the fucking course. Like, this is just a random course. Like, it's nothing. Like, this is a D for me because there's just it. I don't know what they were going with this. This isn't a tutorial for it at all.
No, it isn't. You go through the whole course just to be like, oh, there's the Vanishing Cap. Like,
yeah, exactly. And you start off with the Vanishing Cap in the course, but you don't get to use any of its features until the end of the course. And by the time you reach the end of the course, your Vanishing Cap is already worn off, and you got to get it again So it's I don't know what they were thinking with this. Like, I would argue, besides Rainbow Ride, this is the worst course in the game because of the fact I do not understand at all what they were going with. Like, Rainbow Ride, I get it. The tank one, I get it. Or Dare Docks, I kind of get it. But this is like what? Like, what were they thinking? This is supposed to be a tutorial for the Vanishing Cap, and it's not.
But there's no vanishing.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
You're right though. Yeah. Because, and I get it. Like, you're supposed to be able to be invisible and go all the way through it. You know, not being touched by the fire or anything like that. But, and God forbid, if you remember, trying to get the 8 fucking coins in this one sucked asshole because you had to go down that slide, and then
and if you
try to catch them. But if you fail, you have to try to like jump your way back up, and it's horrendous.
Exactly. Yeah.
I will say, yeah, this course is absolutely dog piss, and it's just not worth the time. Not worth the time.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
agree.
gonna say overall, we'll say this. Overall, I personally do like this list. However, Mr. Omega did mention about Wet Dry World versus Jolly Roger Bay.
Okay, the level is an excuse to get you to these. Okay.
For those platforms that move in a way where you die if you don't get off fast enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just was not a fan of it.
So yeah, we can look at Wet Dry World again, but I really want to look at Tall Tall Mountain again. It's my favorite course. I put it in B, but let's look at a Wet Dry where we put it in B. But Wet Dry World, I think the reason we put it there, was it his name Omega or something? I can't remember, but
Omega
the reason we put it there is because the gimmick is just the course centers around the gimmick, and the gimmick itself isn't that fun, if that makes sense. And using the gimmick, you can use the gimmick of the course to just skip challenges in that course, if that makes sense. So it's like it you can cheat with it, which I'm sure was like a point, maybe like intended, but like the arrow platform course, you can completely skip with the water level gimmick. But yeah, it's just a water level, and I don't like water levels. And so I think Afro said he doesn't like water levels either.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the water levels. I feel like, I mean, and I think one of the things we mentioned was that the theme for Jolly Rogers Bay I like just a little bit more. I like more than Wet Dry World. Wet Dry World almost feels like two incomplete levels smashed together.
Mm-hmm.
Which Jolly Rogers Bay kind of had a theme that is not the greatest, but it still kind of works for what it is.
Yeah. If Wet Dry World was that entire town, and it had like the water level gimmick, I think it would be a pretty interesting like vibe. But as far as the theme goes, like of Wet Dry World, it's just tell me what the base before, like not the under the town part, but just the base part that you're dropped into. What even is that? What is the course? Like Bomb on Battlefield, it's a battlefield. Cool Mountain, it's a mountain with penguins that live on it. Like all these, like I can tell you what they are. Like Tiny Huge Island, Hazy Maze Cave, Jolly Roger Bay, Tall Mountain. Like I can tell you the theme. Wet Dry World, besides the town, before you go into the town, what am I looking at the base course? It's nothing. Like it's just random shit placed in random places. So it's like, I don't really.
No, I think you're. I think you're right. I think that's the only reason why I would put it above. It's just I just don't get a good feel from Wet Dry World. Because I got a lot of things that go based on how I feel about it. But when it compared to Jolly Rogers Bay, yeah, I like the theme, and like it feels a little more connected.
Yeah,
but that's really about it for those two. That's the only reason why I think we had it up there compared to them. I know you mentioned wanting to revisit Tall Mountain.
Look,
and actually, while we were talking, I did a quick scan again of Tall Mountain. And just kind of looking through the level and stuff like that, and I think there's something really cool about it, like the way that the higher you go up, and like it does tend to just get more and more challenging. Like it does kind of get kind of ridiculous. They have that one little area of vines and shit for no fucking reason. But I forgot about the clouds and stuff too that try to push you out of the way and everything. That thought was actually pretty.
Yeah, that one pretty.
I think I would bump this up to like a low A.
Yeah, I feel like V's way too low. I mean, if I'm talking for my personal taste, I would fucking put it in high S. But this is our list, and this is your fucking channel, so you can shut me up whenever you want. But
like that's all I was like, I'm like scratching my ear and I hear our list, like excuse me, like
yeah, I would feel more comfortable putting an A just because I really do like the course. It's a fun time.
I do too.
I like
going back to it, I do enjoy the course. I never understood why they have the little purple bombs with like the fist and they just grab you and like eat.
The Chuckyas, yeah, they're in a couple. They're in there's a Chuckya in Wet Dry World.
Yeah,
well, he's at the top.
He's just watching you too. He's like, "Come on, bitch, let's go."
And then
I'm ready for you.
And there's a Chuckya in Tiny Huge Island, and then the Chuckya in Bowser in the Sky. But I think that's the only time they show up. But that's what I do with my life. I memorize where the fuck the Chuckyas are. But yeah, and I even know the name. It's like for no reason.
I mean, I've been calling like Womps to Womps for like the last like fucking 20 years. But like overall, I like this list.
Yeah, I think it's solid.
I think it's pretty solid. Fuck Dire Docs. If any of y'all, and what do you guys think? I want to know, in the comments in this or wherever, what do you guys think of? What else do you guys think of our list? Do you think it's okay? Do you think, oh my god, these guys are fucking morons? I wanna know what you guys have to say. Do you want to insert put all your stuff?
Just one more thing though before I do that, clarifying, none of these courses are bad except for the ones we put in D.
Fuck Dire Docs. Like I'm just I don't think you guys understand how much I just cannot stand when they're like, you have to go into this one, and I'm like, why? This is your worst one. This is your worst water level. This is one of your worst levels, period.
Yeah, and we're ranking them in like the context of the rest of the game. At least I was. I don't like most of like everything from C and up is like better than most courses or levels that we get in like modern gaming, to me anyway. But like these courses are really amazing. Like just in general, I just think the ones in D are like.
I would say that like a lot of, and especially when it comes to the big main courses, like the ones in D tier are pretty trash. But like that rainbow ride one is just one that it gives you nightmares because you know you're gonna have to go to that course at some point.
Yep. Yeah. That's
how I feel about Dire Docs. But like, I think other ways overall, honestly, I like this list.
Me too.
I don't think I would change it. No, I don't think I would change it.
No, I mean, I think Paul's all mountain and ass, but yeah. Besides that, I think it's good. Plugging wise, my name Andrew Dominate. Just look me up on YouTube. I'll come up, or at any social media, I will come up. Except MySpace, because I don't fucking use MySpace. If you still use MySpace, grow up.
Or fuck you. Tom is my best fucking friend. Okay.
But yeah, guys, that's it. Just look me up on Google or whatever, YouTube channel. I don't fucking know. I get your criticisms on Wet Dry World gimmick. Everyone values different things. Good list. Yeah, for sure, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're allowed to be wrong. No, I was kidding. But
we'll have to get on when we do another list. I'm like, Omega, you'll have to be up here on this list
for something.
I'll just be like, Omega, you have to join us so we can conquer another list.
Tell you what, Omega. I will speedrun Mario 64 tomorrow if you subscribe to my channel, and I will specifically go to Wet Dry World and spend a lot of time on there judging every single corner of the course for you.
The fuck, that defeats the purpose of the speedrun.
I don't care. I'm not a professional speedrunner. It's gonna take me like 4 hours.
Give me a good old subscribe. I won't speedrun. Myself. But I will say, I don't know what our next tier list might be.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Do you like Clone Wars? Have you seen Clone Wars?
Yes, I've seen Clone Wars.
Okay,
except for a season 7, I've been putting it on. Yeah, so I got to season 6, I'm on season 7, started watching season 7, then started watching The Boys, then started playing more video games, then got to playing Elden Ring. Now I just completely stopped. See you around, Omega. I appreciate you.
Afro, look at me. Look at me. You haven't watched the best season. What are you doing? Like, what are you?
No, I know. Like, it's just
The last 4 episodes. The last 4 episodes of Clone Wars is like S tier Star Wars, bro. What are we doing? I would like to do a Star Wars tier list of the shows and movies next time.
Yeah, that could be done.
Or a character tier list. That would take a long time.
That will take a long time. Me and Black Scorpio co-host did the an ultimate gaming tier list, which if anything, I might do another one if you want to join.
Fuck, why not? Yeah.
Also, for anybody else who don't know this too, we got Saturday, 3:00 Central Time, well 3:30 Central Time exactly. There will be a podcast featuring me. You're still joining that, aren't you?
It's on Sunday.
Saturday.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, Saturday. So me, Scorpio, Andrew, and I got 2 more guests coming up as well to do. We'll be doing a gaming style podcast. Big one on that one. I'm excited for that. Alrighty, everyone. I appreciate your time. Andrew, I appreciate you being here.
No problem.
And as always, I'm Taylor from Afrofish OG, and I will catch you all in the next one.